Hi there and welcome to the next vocabulary mini lesson on cinema. Watch the video and learn new words and expressions with me. Please prepare a notebook or a piece of paper and a pen because you need to write down your correct answers. First of all, match the types of films with the sentences. A thriller, a romantic comedy, an animated film, a sci-fi film, a horror film, and a costume drama. Here above you can see the types of films, and now I'm going to read the sentences for you. An all-action movie with great stunts and the real cliffhanger of an ending that will have you on the edge of your seat. Now, what kind of film is it? Yes, it's a thriller. Let's do another turn. Set on a star cruiser in the distant future, this film has great special effects. It's a sci-fi film, of course. A hilarious new film about two unlikely lovers which will have you laughing out loud. Which type of film is it? A romantic comedy. Based on a novel by Jane Austen, this new adaptation by William Jones has been filmed on location at Harewood House in Hampshire. It's a costume drama. A fantastic new computer-generated cartoon featuring the voice of Eddie Murphy as the donkey, and it's an animated film. This new film will scare you to death, and it's of course a horror film. Now match the words in italics in the descriptions to the definitions below. Exciting, not filmed in a studio, the story comes from a novel, dangerous action sequences like car chases or people falling from skyscrapers, amazing, impossible visual sequences often created by computers, changing a novel to a film screenplay, where the story takes place, exciting and you want to know what happens. Let's look at the sentences from the previous exercise to match the words with the definitions. An all-action movie with great stunts and a real cliffhanger of an ending that will have you on the edge of your seat. Now the words you need to match to the definitions are stunts, cliffhanger, on the edge of your seat. Set on a star cruiser in the distant future, this film has great special effects. Based on a novel by Jane Austen, this new adaptation by William Jones has been filmed on location at Harewood House in Hampshire. Okay, let's take the first sentence. You can see the three words that you need to match the definitions to. Now, which definition goes with stunts, cliffhanger, on the edge of your seat? Stop the video and write down. You can see that exciting is on the edge of your seat, stunts, dangerous action sequences like car chases or people falling from skyscrapers, and cliffhanger is exciting and you want to know what happens. Now let's do this with the next sentence. Set on a star cruiser in the distant future, this film has great special effects. Stop the video and find the definition for set on and special effects. Set on is where the story takes place. Special effects is amazing, impossible visual sequences often created by computers. Next sentence is based on a novel by Jane Austen. This new adaptation by William Jones has been filmed on location at Harewood House in Hampshire. Based on location, adaptation. Write down the correct definitions for them. Based on is the story comes from a novel. Adaptation is changing a novel to a film, screenplay. And on location, not filmed in a studio. Now let's move on. Use the words below to answer the questions. The latest release, a multiplex, the soundtrack, the rushes, a trailer, a screen test, the credits or the titles. Now all these words are connected to cinemas in some way. If you don't know their meaning, you can use a dictionary or you just simply guess. What do you call the songs and background music to a film? Is it the latest release, a multiplex, the soundtrack, the rushes, a trailer, a screen test, the credits, the titles? It's the soundtrack, of course. Let's do another one. What do you call a big cinema with lots of screens? A multiplex. What do you call the bit at the start of the film that tells you the name of the film, the actors and director? And what do you call the words on the screen at the end that tell you who played who and who was the cameraman, set designer, and so on? These are the credits or the titles. Which phrase means a new film? The latest release. Which word means a short film made to advertise a new film? It's a trailer. What do you call film before it is edited? And it's the rushes. What do you call a short scene filmed to find out if the actor is good in a particular part? Obviously, it's going to be a screen test. Now, tell me please, what's the difference between the following? A film and a movie, an art house film and a blockbuster, a co-star and an extra, a cameraman and a projectionist, the cinema and the pictures, the cast and casting, action and cut. Now we are going to move one by one, and I'm going to give you the correct solutions about what the difference really is. But if you can tell, then speak, and let's look at it together. A film and a movie. The difference is a film is British English, a movie is American English. An art house film and a blockbuster. An art house film is a low budget, often non-Hollywood film. A blockbuster is a film with big stars that makes lots of money. A co-star and an extra. A co-star is an actor in a supporting role to the main star. An extra is a person who appears in a crowd scenes in a film and has no lines really. A cameraman and a projectionist. A cameraman controls the camera during filming. A projectionist is the person who loads the film and shows it in a cinema. The cinema and the pictures. The cinema and the pictures mean the same. Pictures is a slightly old-fashioned word used in British English. The cast and casting. The cast are the people in the film. Casting means finding actors to appear in films. Action and cut. Action is what a director says to start filming. Cut is what he or she says to stop filming. When making a film, in which order do you do the things in the list? Editing the film, filming, casting, releasing the film, writing the screenplay, finding locations. Okay, now stop the video and put these actions in the correct order. First, writing the screenplay. Second, finding locations. 3, casting. 4, filming. 5, editing the film. 6, releasing the film. Make compound adjectives by matching words in column A with words in column B. A, action, slow, spine, breath, hard, heart, far. B, moving, packed, warming, fetched, taking, chilling, hitting. Now let's move on word by word. What goes with action? Action-packed. Good. What goes with slow? Slow-moving. What goes with spine? Spine-chilling. What goes with breath? Breathtaking. What goes with hard? Heart-hitting. What goes with heart? Heartwarming. And obviously, far goes with far-fetched. Use these compound adjectives from this activity to complete the film reviews below. Action-packed, breathtaking, slow-moving, far-fetched, spine-chilling, heart-warming, and hard-hitting. Beautiful People is a romantic melodrama. It lasts 3 hours and has a plot, which gets a bit boring. However, the performance by Tim Franks in the central role will move you to tears. It also has a message about how we should deal with AIDS. So, what are the missing words? Beautiful People is a romantic melodrama. It lasts 3 hours and has a slow-moving plot, which gets a bit boring. However, the heartwarming performance by Tim Franks in the central role will move you to tears. It also has a hard-hitting message about how we should deal with AIDS. Now let's do the same with the next one. The Monster Movie is both a comedy and a horror film. It has a storyline which you just won't believe, but it also has some stunts which look really dangerous. It has a ending which is so scary you will cover your eyes. Now let's find the 3 missing adjectives from this review. The Monster Movie is both a comedy and a horror film. It has a far-fetched storyline which you just won't believe, but it also has some breathtaking stunts which look really dangerous. It has a spine-chilling ending which is so scary you will cover your eyes. Now, as a final task, you can think about the following questions. Think of a film that you have seen recently and answer the questions. In every language exam, you need to prepare about your favorite film or the film you last saw. Use these questions to prepare for a talk. What was the name of the film? What sort of film was it? Who directed it? Who starred in it? What was it based on? Where was it set? What was it about? How would you describe the film, the performance of the actors, the stunts and special effects? Would you recommend it? Why? You can write your answers as a mini essay here in the comments, or you can send them to me to info@englishexpander.net. Use this opportunity to practice with me. This is the end of this vocabulary mini lesson. If you liked it, share it with your friends and join English Expander's Facebook page and Facebook group. See you next time.